All right, everybody, welcome back. I am back for more MineMogul. Decided I'm just gonna do this again. So, goal this time is gonna be try and finish the rebuild. I gotta fix something real quick here. And there we go. Wasn't quite centered. So I do gotta fix something that I realized. I'm pretty sure I forgot crushers on most of what I've built in the rebuild. So we need to get crushers going for things. Then once I get all this gold and stuff built, we'll probably expand out into here and see what other kind of trouble I can get into on that part. And this should be mostly ready. So, because yeah, you see I got all this right here, but if you look, there's one problem. There's no crushers. So I need to get crushers right here, basically. Then let's see, the copper all goes on to this, right? Or did I process it on site? Okay, I processed it on site. So yeah, I need to replace this and probably just change this to like snake around. So let's do this one real quick because this one's easy. No, we'll wait on this to all finish up. So we're just gonna replace this with a crusher and then fix all this real quick, and then we move on. Boom, 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 and boom, and boom. So, yeah, I realized I forgot to put these in. Completely spaced it. It's like this would really help with efficiency right here. Let's see. Now we need this. Ah. Alright, what if we did that way? Then we did that little bump, and then we just, where is it? Where is it? Right here. No, we can't do that kind. We just have to do a normal one. Alright. That's fine. We'll make it a normal conveyor just so it's a little bit less likely to roll off the edge as it comes over. Because it is a little bit of a bumpy ride there. Not gonna lie. Can't sugarcoat that one. Alright, now we need to... Ah, of course. Of course it's like that. It's almost like it's on purpose. Huh. Uh. Alright, let's see. Now we can just go like this. No? Let's see. Let's remove all of these. Yeah. Okay, so now if we do this, Then we get rid of all of these stupid things. There we go. Alright, so now that'll go in there. Comes out here, it'll snake its way around up here. And kind of fall right down in there, pretty much. Let's see, this can be deleted now. That's no longer necessary. Oh. Yeah, that will just fall down and roll right onto there. So that should be good to go. Alright, so now we have to work it into this somehow. This is going to be the fun part right here. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divert all the iron. Just, we're going to get rid of this for now. And just divert everything into here. Just as a temporary fix. So... and we'll just leave those up there. So that should divert all of the iron just straight in there for now, just to dispose of it. Because we gotta redo this, basically. Alright. And then we have to somehow get all of the crushed iron into there. I don't know how, but we'll find a way. Somehow. Okay. Let's see, we are definitely going to need a filter box. Because otherwise we're going to crush crushed iron, so we don't want to do that, obviously. Alright, so what I figure we do is go out like this. It's going to kind of go right here. There's probably going to be like 2 crushers. Or we can do 3. That also works. Because this thing is going to have to process a significant amount of crap. And that's probably a massive understatement. Okay, so now we want to go like this. Let's just delete that one. I don't think we're going to need more than 2, honestly, for now. So let's do that. Now we need to get everything out of them somehow. Let's get rid of all this real quick so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay. Because yeah, in the end it has to go up there somehow. So let's see, if we do that, and then if we make this, that, and then we do a combiner here. Like so. And now we have to figure out how to get it up that way. That is the challenge here. Yeah. And it's not the most elegant solution, but it'll work. Yeah. It is very much a disaster, but I'll take it. Just making sure it's set up correctly here, so it'll all come out here, funnel its way up, and around into the furnace. Okay. Here we go. Bombs away. Let's see what happens. Alright, it appears to be working. Can the crushers keep up? Uh, yeah, I had myself muted apparently. Thanks for letting me know. Oops. Let's see here. 2, 3. Yep. I did in fact have it muted by accident. I'm surprised I didn't notice. The microphone's got a big red light on it right there. Yeah, trying to figure out how to get this to fit. I need 3 blast furnaces here. It's gonna be a challenge to make this work. Like, really gonna be a challenge to make this work. Let's see here. How the crap can we do this? What if we go like that? And then we go like this. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you're into like automation games, you're gonna like this one. It's pretty darn good. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? Probably like that, honestly. The challenge with it is the extremely limited space makes it difficult sometimes to make things fit, but it's like, you can get there in the end. You just gotta kind of puzzle through it like I'm doing here. I would prefer to have 3 of these, but I don't know if I'm gonna get what I want. It's not gonna stop me from trying, though. Yeah. I didn't really like Satisfactory when I tried it. It was too much of, grab a ton of leaves, build a couple machines, grab a ton of leaves. I do want to try it again, though, at some point. I just don't know when I will. Let's see. Yeah, if I put anything back there, I am not getting it out, I don't think. And we can't even put a scaffold in there in any, like, acceptable spot, so... Yeah, that's not happening. Okay. Because the problem here is now it's going to be like a half is going to go here, half is going to go here, and then these are only going to do a quarter. So I may just have to go with 2 and see what happens. For now. Let's try it. Hopefully it's enough. I don't think it will be. But it's not going to hurt to try, I guess. Alright, now we need to get these. So now we need to get rid of all of our awful supports here. These supports cause a lot of space problems if you don't turn them off. Okay. Let's see what next. So yeah, this should be gold ingots. Yeah, I eventually got there, and then I got like coal running, and that was as far as I went. Was just starting to produce coal, pretty much. And then I stopped there. How am I gonna do this? This is a mess. This is genuinely a literal mess. So let's see. We can do this. Alright, so if I do that, I would have to do something really stupid. So I think what I'm gonna do is this. And then we're just going to go like this. We're just going to have to do it with these. It's the only reasonable way I can think of here. So let's see. Then we got to figure out a way to get it back to somewhere that has enough room to create a factory. And then get it back out, plus still have room to maneuver here. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it very easily, but let's see. Right. There's that. Let's see. That takes that much room. This takes way more room, but yeah, it's also a lot faster if I do, but I don't think I can make use of that. So what I'm gonna do here is this, right? Now I'm gonna curve and just go over this until I get back to the return line. So, and now we can go to just these. And then we can just kind of follow that line back, I think. In theory, it should work. Let's see, I need to make sure I have all the parts on me. You gotta watch placing these too when you get to these roller corners and roller conveyors in general. Once you place them, like the textures are very hard to see. It's very hard to tell what direction they're moving. Once they're placed. I had a bunch of copper ingots on the floor when I came back in, like, wondering what happened, and then it turns out the thing was backwards. And I didn't realize it. So, let's see, there. That may or may not work. Let's see, is there a way to get it out of here reasonably? Whoa, fell down a hole. Let's see, here we go. See, there's always a way to jump your way out. Takes some goofy parkour to do it, but can get there. And I do not see an easy way to get back out, so just gonna have to do it the hard way. Alright. So we're gonna take this. Then we're going to just run it along the same line here as this. Make sure it's flipped. Then we need to kind of make sure it's going here. This is where it's going to get a little tight, I think. I don't know if that's going to fit. Okay, that's right. It looks like it works. And then we just need to get them somewhere to where I can process them, most likely over here. So, yeah, it's getting very hard to move around in here. Like, very difficult now. That is not going to work. Frick. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. I need to go up, like, even higher, or, can we do it out here, maybe? We could probably do it here. Yeah. I think if we can get it over there, I could make this work. The only question is how at this point. Uh, okay, so what I can do is this. No, I can't do that. Never mind. There's that in the way. Shoot. And there's no way I'm gonna snake it through there, right? Surely there's no way this works. There is no world in which that works. I think that actually works. The one thing I think isn't going to save the day is what's going to save the day. We're going to need that. We're going to need that. I need the raised ones. I always lose track of them. They look so similar in the pictures to some of the others. So we go like so. Yeah, now there's that problem, though. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's so hard to move around in here. I can't get it to place where I want, either. Uh, Frick. Okay. Oh, and that doesn't even work. You've got to be kidding me. Why? Ah. Am I gonna have to rebuild all of this? I think I am. Oh no. That doesn't work. Well, crud. I would prefer not to block it off entirely, like it's already difficult to get through here. So... And I still have to be able to get all of this junk through here somehow. I don't know how that's going to work. Probably, like, up here through some miracle, but... Let's see. Can I save this somehow? Surely there's a way to do this. It's like, in what world does this work? Because, see, the problem is if I do this, they're going to get stuck. Because of the edges right there. That little lip is going to cause all kinds of problems, and they're going to come shooting out the sides. So... It just is not an option. Alright, what if I used the regular stuff here? So if we do this, now if we come out here just slightly like this, because we're going to have to, otherwise they're going to get stuck. Alright, so if we come out here and do this, now can we do something like this, maybe? Yes, actually. Okay. That might work. It's not ideal, but... Because I would prefer to be able to use the rollers here because they're faster. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. It's not going to stop me from trying, though. And then we can kind of squeeze it through here. Somehow, maybe? I don't know. It's a little bit sketchy, not gonna lie. Uh, hmm. Okay, now can we get up? Um, kind of. I don't think we're gonna be able to do a roller conveyor right there. I think we're gonna have to do another ledge, and then just use a normal one like this temporarily, just to get around this corner a little bit easier. Let's see, we can't actually use that either. Shoot. Okay, so trying to think of how I can even do this. It's gonna be a squeeze, I know that. It is really gonna be a tight squeeze here. I don't think it's going to work. Because, I mean, I could do this line and put it on this line and filter for ingots. But it might overflow, is the problem. Like, I'm looking at a major overflow issue. Like, I've got no doubts about that. It's going to have problems. Come on, get in there. There we go. And let's see, we literally cannot, like, go up anymore. Can I wedge this in there somehow? Nope. Can we just squeeze it right by there, maybe? Potentially. It's gonna be hard to place, but just maybe that can do it. Yeah. I mean, if it works, I guess. We're definitely reaching levels of it's going to be impossible to maneuver my way through here, though. Like, I'm not going to be able to maneuver anywhere here if I do too much of this chaos. Because it's already struggling to get here, so... Okay, so maybe now we can go over top of this. Yeah. I think now we just get it up on top. Like that. Okay, and now we go back out to rollers because they're more efficient. Yep, that seems to have done it. Okay. Crisis averted. Somehow. I mean, that's a little sketch, but it might work. Let's hope it does. And my only problem becomes, where am I going to process this stuff? We may have to try and process it, like, right here. Possibly. Yeah. So kind of like this. Alright. So we need to get plates and rods and pipes somehow. Don't ask me how. And we cannot put machines on here, only down here. Unless we put scaffolding up in the air here. So it's going to be tricky. I can probably make use of this to split them in half. Just use the large ore splitter. And then we gotta figure out how to make everything else work here. Alright, so what I'll probably do is build some scaffolding here. I mean, it's not the best, but it's gonna have to work somehow. We're going to have to make this work. Alright, so half of them are gonna get shoved out this way, and then go up like this. So this half will probably be the half that makes pipes. And then we'll split whatever goes down this half into, what do you call it? The, what am I doing? Frick. The, rods and plates. So, I did forget one thing I need to add in line somewhere here, and that's a polishing machine. Don't ask me where. So I somehow need to do that. So we may have to just go with 2 polishers and just stick them in line. We could do that just by doing something like this. And then we do that. Yeah. So it may have to just go, like, on the same line over here, I think. That's a little bit of a screwy conveyor, but, I mean, it should, in theory, work. I don't think it's going to cause any problems, hopefully. Alright, so there's that. So now that the ingots are polished, we need to make plates and then feed that into a pipe bender. So we gotta get plates out of there. And then we gotta figure out how to get it into a pipe bender over here. Probably like that, and then we can just shoot it up in the air. Like that. we're going to have to use conveyor here. There's no way around it. Just because of this in the way. So. That concerns me right here, too. And now we just have to get it onto this. So what we're going to have to do here is a little bit of trickery again. We're going to go like that. And we're just going to go like this, but we're going to go farther down. Like maybe right here. And then just stick them on this and hope that they get to their destination properly. I'm sure it'll be fine. Keyword, it's probably not fine. Alright, so polisher, because this is a big problem right here. Ingots tend to get stuck in here, so try pressing Q before you, as you're going to place it, try pressing Q. You can usually cycle between various things, but I think they removed it from the T-junction the other day. Let me check here. Yeah, they removed it from the T-junction. You can't with these, unfortunately. Yeah, because I remember they made a change to them, and that was the change they made. What they did is they added the merging conveyor right here. Has like 2 ins and 1 out. So your best bet is to just try and fudge it like that. There's no real easy way until you get the like the smart splitters or the bulk sorter. It's kind of a bummer. You can also get these things. It's just a conveyor, and this is just a triangle. It just randomly spits stuff off to both sides, just however it happens to hit. That's another option. That's over, I believe... Where is it? Yeah, I can see I should be using an ingot straightening conveyor going into that rolling machine, but I kind of don't have room. But yeah, there's the ore overflow splitter right here is one option. And the smart splitter right here is another option. And there's also the roller routing conveyors and splitter chutes too, but they're all like farther into the progression. So it's a bit annoying at first. Your best bet is just hook some of your miners to some to the other. So the way the smart one works is you just place it down and that little wiper just goes back and forth. So like this, that little wiper will just go back and forth like this. So now everything's going this way. And then every so often that wiper will move, like when it's actively getting things, and then everything will go this way for a little bit. Yeah. The ore overflow is probably the easiest way right here. So I don't know how well this is going to work with ingots, but I'm going to try it because it does have nice large walls on it. So I think it will be fine in theory. Okay, so now we have to be able to get those back over here. How? I don't know. Other than doing this. I think I'm just going to have to use slow conveyor here. Honestly. I don't see any way to do this quickly. It's the... Okay, so that's going into the pipe bender, and that will go all the way up here and work its way over that. Good. Alright, this is not how I envisioned this to go. I envisioned less spaghetti, but here we are making massive amounts of spaghetti. Again. It's just like, I can't avoid the spaghetti. Like, this also concerns me. I don't know how well that's going to work. And given there's going to be ingots coming through that, it's sketch, to say the least. Alright, so let's see. What if we said the heck with that one, and we did it this way? Let's see. Just trying to make this a little less awkward. So... I still can't use an ingot straightener, but this gives me a little bit more room this time. So... Then I need to do... Not that. I need to just go straight across here. Probably on roller? Honestly? Just like that? Will that work? Yeah, it'll work. It's not pretty. And then we stick that in there. We just pop this like that. Alright. There we go. That's a little bit less concerning now. There's a little bit more room. Alright. It's a lot worse design, though. Like, that is horrific. If I can get in there, I'll delete that support. And that support, just in case. Same with these two. Okay, so now if we do that, all right, pipes will come through there. So this side, I believe, is done now. In theory. In practice, who knows? Alright, so now we need rods. These absolutely require an ingot straightening conveyor. Like, there's no avoiding the ingot straightener with this thing. We are definitely going to have to do the high ground. Okay. Let's see. I have to do this like so. Okay. How can I get this around to where I can put the ingot straightening conveyor in? Yeah, it is very, very much required. Okay, maybe that'll fit. That's the problem, is this machine is flipping massive over here. Let's see, where's my ingot straightener? Right here. And we'll double straighten the ingots, just in case. Just to guarantee that it works. Nope, that's not going to work there. We need to take this, go up right here. And we're just going to have to do this and use normal conveyor until we get around a little bit. So, like right here, now we can switch to the good stuff. And in theory, we just wind this straight on up onto this line again, or we can make another line. I may just make another line, because I should be able to make another line right next to it, in theory. I'm still gonna have to go up with it, though. Let's try this. Nope, that's in a collision course. Okay. Yeah, and then we just bring this up and on over. Right, that is very much not gonna work. Yeah, I may just have to go right here, because we just have to snake it around somewhere. Yeah, I know that's what I thought too. It's similar. It's very similar to Hydroneer. In a way. Since they're both, like, physics-based mining games like this. And I would say this is probably slightly less, like, complex in terms of, like, certain areas, but way more complex in terms of other areas than Hydroneer. Like, I like that the mining is a lot faster and easier than in Hydroneer, but the automation complexity is, like, ratcheted up to a whole nother level with it, of course, as a trade-off. Alright, that should do the job right there. Alright, and they should just fall off right onto this, and or we can try and maneuver it down one way or the other. It's probably best to just do this the proper way and maneuver it in there, rather than relying on gravity to do it. Alright, that should function. I think we can start the entire gold system now and see what happens. So, only one way to find out. Let her rip. Here we go. Let's see what it does. Not all of them are going to start, because some of them need drill bits. Most of them, in theory, should. Let's see. Let's drop some of this trash, like that. Like those. Case in point, right here. Like, I thought I had this settled, but I guess not. Yeah, we are making way too many plates here. Frick. Yeah, I may need to add a second roller in here and like shrink the size of this. Put a second machine in here. I don't know why that backed up. I thought that couldn't. But here we are. So. I don't need those right now. And I don't need those right now. And I don't need those right now. So where are my bits? And we'll find out very quickly if I'm making a giant mistake or not by turning all that on. I mean, I have a sneaking suspicion I'm making a massive mistake. Knowing my luck. Let's see, where is all the gold at over here? Still not coming in yet. Okay, things are making their way around, at least. And I need to go through and remove all these supports, too. That way I can actually get somewhere. Get around when I need to. Because this is just impossible at this point. Yep, see, I made another mistake right here, actually. That is the wrong direction for that. It's very, very easy to mess those up. And not even realize it. There we go. Not liking the tendency for these things to fall off. I may have to just use slow conveyor here. I'll have to check it over time. If it continues to fall off, I'll use slow conveyor. But it's going to be a nightmare to maneuver everything. If I have to go that route. Let's see, I believe there's a couple of Yeah, here's kind of how the smart one works right here. So it'll see this, something comes through, it switches to the other side. Like, as it detects things coming through, it'll switch real quick and let some through and then let the rest through the other side, basically. So, it's not consistent, that's the thing. It's a little bit more even than the other way around, but it's not perfect. I have yet to find a way to get things to perfectly split. And I still have to hook up all of this, too. 1 to 3 with belts. Yeah, there are tricky ways to do it with belts. That is also an option. Alright, I think it's all working now. From the looks of it. Here we go. Says that I knew there were some that need bits. I'm just putting hardened bits in here because there's no way this system's going to be able to keep up with turbo bits in there. And something's backed up right here. We somehow got coal going in the line. So... Alright, I have to figure out why coal is going through there. So let's turn everything off. Okay, why is coal going on that line? Oh, that's why. Yeah, that would do it up there. I forgot about those miners. Oof. Like, yeah, there's still some leakage right here, actually. Somehow they leak down through that. I don't know how. I would love to know how. Alright, so I need to remember how to get up there and rip those miners out so they stop doing that. How did we get up there? Let's see. Yeah, that's what I used as the hardened drill bit. The turbos are nice for completing the quests. Like, if you just want a lot of stuff to go really, really quick. Like, the only bummer is you gotta replace them every 2 minutes, but this might have to change to non-walled conveyor. Right here. Just working out the kinks in the system. It's not perfect. There we go. Okay, this is copper production. Alright, how the heck did I get up there? I don't remember. I wish we had a map. that like fills in as you explore new areas. I really wish we had one. It gets pretty difficult to remember where things are here. Let's see, is it off this way? No. Back. Oh, yeah? I'll have to go in there and check. So that would definitely be nice. Yeah. Because it is a bit of a labyrinth, and not having a built-in map makes it a little bit tricky to remember where some of those hidden shafts are once you find them. Let's see. It's not here. Yeah, I kind of don't really remember where it was. Is it back here, maybe? It's not up there. Oh, no. You know what? Let's take these for now. And do this the hard way. There we go. Yeah, I forgot about these right here. Oof. Well, that's gonna be fun. I dread having to clean that one up. Isn't it like up there or something? I think. But how the crap do we get up there? All right. Where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. Because this just leads back to the copper area right here. Where is it? Remember, it's in some really stupid area. Why are all these on the floor? What is wrong with this thing? Was it up here somewhere? Maybe. Okay, here we go. No. Heck. Yeah, I genuinely don't remember how to get up there. How? Let's try over here, maybe? Is this it? Yeah, I think this is it right here. Yeah. Because then it's coming out of here, here, and then getting dumped in the hole. Yep. Here it is. Okay. Let's see, we're making copper here, and also dumping coal. So, and this is all set up, so I may as well finish wiring this. I need a top chute, which I do not have. And yeah, these already have stuff, so... Okay, now I know how to get back up there. Let's go up like we're going to the moss cave. And then, yeah, so what we'll do, we'll drop this stuff down. We'll probably pop it on a scaffold somewhere, and then we'll sort it out. So let's go drop off these drill bits again, and then go from there. Way I at least have some kind of room here. Let's see, we need chutes. And that's the other scaffold. I think I still have the other scaffold on me. Well, we need to get rid of this out of my inventory right there, too. Alright. Let's see, where is it? I want a top chute right here. 5 more chutes, and then we'll do an angled chute to come out the side. Okay, yeah, the area is up over here. Okay. Did I place the wrong one? Probably. Okay, so... if we do that, right? Then we do a side chute. Need to go grab them. I bought it and didn't grab it. So once I get that put in, this should fix the random clog over there. That was my fault. Okay. So now we need to do a sort up here. Then we need to get some scaffolding in as well. So I can see what the heck I'm doing here. Alright, so it's gonna be a challenge to get the stuff in the basket, but once it's in there, it doesn't need to come out. So I'm thinking we filter the probably filter the coal. That way we can just run it right through this same system. I don't think that worked. Huh. I really don't think that worked. I'm trying to see if I can see it in there, but I can't. So, it was in fact in there. Wanted to make sure. That just roll off the freaking platform. Yeah, it did. Now I gotta chase it down. Get back here. The pesky thing. Get in there. Okay. So coal is now sorted. That's going to come out the side here. So coal can just get dumped right off the side and into that, basically. Alright, so now if we do that, should be able to go down a little bit easier. Okay. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Of course. Huh. Let's just go like that. I feel like that should work. I don't think that this is going to cause too much trouble. Hopefully. Though I did screw that up like completely there. Okay. Or no, I'm misreading that. Never mind. I didn't screw it up. Okay, so then everything else should just come out this side. So I feel like the best way to do this is probably just going to be to load it up on one of these lines and let it do its thing, sort of. We'll probably just put it on rollers. This is a bit tricky again. Let's see. That's not going to work. That will work, though. It's just going to be a challenge to get through now. I think I can pull it off. Oh, to squeeze on through there. Come on. Huh? And now, for this, then we just load it on there. Pretty much just let it fall. Just like everything else. Okay, in theory, we should be good now. In theory. That was a mess. I'm just making sure none of these can have supports on them. Alright. Now can we start the system? What's going to happen here? We're gonna have to watch this part of the system for a bit. Just to make sure nothing fails here. Okay. Coal is working. I don't remember if I'm getting gems up there or if I'm actually polishing them if I am. So... Why? What is that? What kind of physics are those? Seriously. Like, honest question, what kind of physics was that? Or they just glitch through there? There. Try me. I dare you to glitch through that. Freaking Unity engine. Those are some pretty icky looking ingots coming through there. I need to polish that. Okay. Those are going, those are going to who knows where land for a little bit. That's gonna be icky for a minute. Alright. There we go. They should start working again. Yep. Alright. But now we're causing problems with that, so a stupid trick you can do is just remove the scaffold after it's not needed anymore. When it's in the way. You can literally do that. It's kind of funny, but it works. Okay, is any gold starting to come through the system? Yes, actually. These are icky rods? Yeah, I forgot the polisher. Whoops. I put all this room in to put a polisher in and never put the polisher in there. Oh, back off they go. Oopsie. Okay, so... Stupid take on things. Just put it here. We just have to wait on all of this crap to make its way down the line. And it's a lot. Yeah, it's still going. Alright, we may have to just hot swap it. And just clean up the mess afterwards. So... Alright, so if we get rid of all the supports right here. Yeah, this is going to be hell right here. For a minute. Because there's several minutes worth of just backup Like, it's a lot of junk here. Let's see. Now I'm worried about how hard it's going to be to actually get through here. It's not going to be easy, I know that. Let's go even farther back. So instead of going in here, we're going to kind of go over a little bit more and then do it. Because, yeah, I need to be able to get over here, basically. But we can find a way to jam that in there, but I don't think we're going to. So I think we're going to have to do it like this. I need to replace that because it's backwards. There we go. Now I can't even maneuver my way through there. Like, I'm just stuck. I have to go over. That's pretty bad. Okay. There has to be a way to get a polisher in here somehow, right? Surely there's a way to get a polisher in here. Let's go one more over. Okay, so now if we do that, we should be able to finagle a polisher in there somehow. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this, but... Alright, so now if we do this sneaky little trick, we should be able to stick our polisher in there and then pull that out. Now we just have to get all that over to here. And then somehow get it all over there. It's a never-ending cycle right here. Let's see. So like that. Actually, wait, no, we're not putting a polisher here. What am I doing? We just need to get a straight conveyor over, not a polisher. Alright, I can no longer see anything here. So that's going to be fun. Where did all this crap come from? I would love to know where all that crap came from. Okay, now does it work? I hope so. Getting tired of troubleshooting this system. Alright, so now we have an inline polisher right there. We actually don't need this polisher anymore. So we'll go ahead and replace it with regular old conveyor there. It's fine. Because we still have to do this kind of stupidity no matter what, just not as much. We can actually just do corner conveyor here and a straight one there to optimize it a little bit. Okay, now turn on the miners. I think it's all working. I sure hope it is. Yeah, I hope it is, and that I didn't put that on the opposite line of what I needed to put it on. No, I didn't. The coal is going on this line. Okay. Yep, that is indeed the line the coal should be on. So... okay, I think the system is working now. In theory. We are about to find out. Yeah, that's why our count for rods wasn't going up either, because they weren't all polished. That's all falling in there. Yeah, see, they're falling through this stupidly. I think it's just the gravity is so high that it's just like giving up here. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with that other than make sure they go directly to the chute. So let's just try and make sure they go directly into the chute then. That should be enough right there to fix the problem. Alright, they shouldn't be able to get stuck now. Now we're getting polished rods. There we go. And I kind of want the majority of it to go over there. I'm tired. We don't need pipes yet, so... Of course, now there's the fun of, we gotta get all of that ore cleaned up somehow. Yeah, all of these, like, thousands of ore over here. How many objects do we have? 1,100. Ugh. That's real bad. Alright, in theory that'll work. Now we just need to pick up the rest here. Whoa. There's still a bit there, but eh, it's fine. Now we can get all this trash out of here. It'll help get that object count back down a lot. There we go. Let's dispose of all that crap. Okay. Okay, yeah, now we're down to 769 objects. That's a lot better than what we were at. And get rid of this as well. Don't really need that. Okay, yeah, now we're bringing in the big bucks too. Making quite a bit of cash, actually. We can throw in our broken drill bits as well. Perfect. Alright, I think we finally got the well-oiled machine here. For the most part. Yeah, I don't hear or see anything failing horribly right now. That's pushing it. It's keeping up. Yeah. There's the occasional, whoopsie that's happening here, but... like, this seems to be what's causing a lot of my physics glitches, is when there's situations like this, they seem to clip through and down under randomly. So... Let's see, these are yucky ingots. They're not being polished. So... Alright, so what we could do here is, let's see. Yeah, see, there's another one already. I was gonna say, what we could do is, try and come up here and try a plate machine, but I don't know what's coming out right here is the problem. I do not have a clue what this is even doing right now. If it even needs to exist. So, I really don't know. Oh, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and get some sleep. I'm yawning like crazy right now. I'd say today's progress is really good. There's literally 2 streams today. One earlier and this one. Like, my stream earlier, the VOD is there. I literally ripped out everything I had already set up and restarted from scratch, essentially. Like, on the same save. As my old setup was way worse than this. This at least has, like, some semblance of organization to it. The old one had none. As even, if you want to see even more chaos, the VOD of me playing the demo should still be there. It's also up on YouTube. I post all the VODs there too. And yeah, my demo run was a nightmare. It almost reminded me of Let's Game It Out's like Satisfactory World as to how much spaghetti there was going on. It was bad. I'd say really good progress was made. Either way. Alright, let me try and get a good screenshot here. Alright. Did it work? Yep, it worked. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing Greg Tech New Horizons tomorrow. The Minecraft mod pack. The one that's notorious for how difficult it is. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some of that tomorrow. And then I still need to try and finish 100%ing Ukulele as well. It's like, I beat the final boss the other day. Now I just need to find the rest of the stuff I missed. Which is going to be the hard part. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try and get some sleep here, so... I will see you around tomorrow if you're going to be here. It'll be probably around 1 p.m. my time, so 12 p.m. Pacific. So... yeah, you'll get to see some modded Minecraft shenanigans. Yeah, thank you for watching, and have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Yep, you too.